Hey y'all, today is a brand new beginning and a big opportunity for you, the collective. Today's topic is what lies ahead. So we're going to go ahead and get into it because this message is not going to resonate with everybody and it's not going to be for everybody. This is the message for those who have been fighting an uphill battle, who have been praying and asking, seeking the face of God, the universe, trying to find the lesson, the guidance. We've come to the right place. We're going to go ahead and get into what lies ahead, because your new beginning, it starts now. It starts today, right this minute. This is your opportunity. All right. Just take a deep breath. Hold it in and release. Spirit guides, ancestors, angels, divine, I ask you to protect us throughout this message, this reading. I ask that you guide my thoughts and let my words be the words that you want me to deliver. Thank you for your energy and your presence. I ask you today, what lies ahead for the collective? What lies ahead for the collective? The Magician, the Five of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. Big changes are coming. Number one in the major arcana, the Magician. Something has been manifested. You've been using everything you have to create. But with this Five of Cups, I feel like you're starting to believe that you didn't have everything you needed, that maybe you were wrong. Maybe it's not going to work out. But the new beginning starts with a change in your thought process, with your mind. Because soon there is going to be something to celebrate and people to celebrate with. There's going to be a reunion, a get together. So do what you have to do to change the way that your mind has been manipulating you to believe that maybe you didn't have everything you needed to succeed, because you have everything you need, but you have to keep on going, because there's going to be something to celebrate once your ships come in with this Three of Wands, and your ships are coming in. It wasn't all for nothing. It's coming in with a quickness, a fierceness with this Knight of Wands. Getting a little deeper, Spirit. Clarify the Magician. Clarify the Magician for me, Spirit. Okay, I've got the Hierophant and the Two of Cups. A contract between two partners, or a set of partners. Someone that is just going to get you and understand you, and they're going to balance you out. They're going to be strong where you're weak, and you're going to be strong where they're weak. And it's just going to flow together. Whether it be in business or love, there will be a contract between you two. It could be marriage, or it could just be some type of business adventure. Spirit, clarify the Five of Cups. Clarify the Five of Cups for me, Spirit. I feel like you've been manifesting this. The Two of Cups, with the Hierophant. I feel like the two of you are going to be teaching others. And maybe you've known about this for some time. I've got two more cards coming out. The Five of Cups. I'm clarifying the Five of Cups. I got Death and I've got the King of Wands. I feel like there's going to be an end to the way that you've been thinking, your thought process. And it's with that change in your thought process, with you now knowing that you've got to get serious about this. Not just wing it, not just, oh, well, make excuses. Well, this happened and that happened. But be serious and make time and make the efforts regardless. And when you do that, that new beginning comes in where you're able to lead and boss up and attract everything that you need, everything that you thought you were without. You have all you need to begin. So give it time. Don't give up. You didn't come this far for nothing. Spirit, clarify the Three of Cups for me, please. Clarify the Three of Cups. Okay, that's too many cards, so we're going to go ahead and try that again. Clarify the Three of Cups for me, Spirit. All right. Well, I got the King of Swords. I feel like there's going to be a lot of clear judgment. There's going to be a lot of logic. You're going to lead with the know-how. You're going to take the following steps, consciously aware, with wisdom. It's giving me King of Solomon vibes. If you're familiar with the story of the King of Solomon, when there were two women who both had infants or babies, children, what have you. And one of the women rolled over on her baby in her sleep and smothered him to be unalived. So she took the other woman's baby and said it was hers. So they came to King Solomon because he had so much wisdom. And the one lady was like, "This is my child. She took my child." And the other one was like, "No, this is not your child. This is my child." He knew one of them was lying. So he said, okay. He made a decision. He was going to take his sword and he was like going to split the baby in half and give each one a half. And when he came up with that decision, the true mother said, "Oh no, just let her have the baby. It's okay. You let her have the baby. Don't split the baby." And he knew then she was the true mother because she wouldn't let nothing happen to that child. So I feel like you are getting ready to lead in wisdom. Wisdom you would not have had if you weren't in this tough spot right here where, yeah, you might have gotten your thoughts a little bit with this Five of Cups energy, feeling like all was lost, feeling like I don't know how I can go on. But you transmuted that pain into something that you can use to celebrate. You can have the wisdom and the knowledge to lead others. Because I really feel like you and this partner that's coming in for you for what lies ahead, you're going to be out here teaching from the wisdom and knowledge you've gained through what seemed like some of the darkest nights of your life. And looking back, you're going to realize that there was a reason. And you're going to be thankful for the wisdom that you gained through this time, the time that you've gone through. And you're going to realize it was strength training. And it was not for no reason. There was a specific reason for all of this to happen. It's going to make sense. Spirit, clarify the Three of Wands for me, please. Clarify the Three of Wands. I've got the Two of Pentacles. I feel like for so long, you've been waiting for these ships to come in every day. You get up and you look, have they came in yet? No. And you've been waiting and you've been waiting and you've been borrowing money from Peter to pay Paul, or however that saying goes, because I probably messed it all up, but juggling things around, trying to figure out, oh, should I pay this bill and pay this one in a few weeks because I'll be okay until then because I really need to get this. And you've been juggling, you've been in that mindset, oh, I gotta, save this so I can have it for that. And it's been a little bit rocky. And you see, the ship is coming. The ship is right here in the Two of Pentacles imagery as well. You know it's coming, but it's not close enough. And you're stressed out. Like, I can only rub these pentacles together for so long. It feels like you're drowning, but you're on solid rock. You're on a solid foundation. I feel like it's just time to trust in the divine, your higher power, and just know that you can trust and believe and have faith that your promises will come through. So there's no need to worry, no need to fret. Hold on till them ships come, because they are coming. Spirit, clarify the Knight of Wands for me, please. Spirit, clarify the Knight of Wands. I've got the Wheel of Fortune. Right here, the Wheel of Fortune speaks of learning some lessons, going through some cycles, feeling like it's always the same thing. You might get lessons that look alike, and they're in different situations or in different people. But I feel like you've completed your lesson, because 10, the number 10, as in the Wheel of Fortune number 10, it speaks of completion. You're finally learning the lesson that, the quick and easy and the rushing in doesn't always work. So you're learning to do things the right way. Knowing that you have the full support of your ancestors and your spirit guides, the divine, God, the universe. I feel like you've come full circle and you've learned those lessons. And you're going to have the clarity that you need. It's coming in soon. That's what lies ahead. You've got the clarity. You're gonna know that things happen the way they were meant to happen, and you're going to be able to be that loving individual that you've always been, but you've just been underneath so much stress. Maybe you've been so stressed that you haven't really wanted to show up in the ways that you normally would have showed up. You kind of showed up a little stressed out, like I just didn't do my hair today because you know what, I don't even care anymore, or but you're gonna be that loving individual that's also in this position of knowing that you have everything you need and everything is okay. You have so much that you can give. You're not just penny pinching anymore. It's coming. You might not see it. You might not know how. You might have to make some tough choices, but just trusting the divine to have your back. It's all going to work out. Okay, in divine timing. Just going to pull a few more cards to tie this reading together before I close it out. Spirit guides, ancestors, angels, divine. What messages do you have to confirm or close out this reading? What messages do you have for the collective? Five, 5. Change is constant and happens so we can grow and improve. I said that at the beginning of the reading. I said big changes are getting ready to happen. And I felt that because the number 5, I got the 5 of Cups, and then 5 cards came out. 5, 5, 5. Change is constant. And it's happening so that you can grow and improve. It's just strength training. It's just helping you gain the wisdom and knowledge that you need. When you come out, you ain't gonna look the same. You're gonna have muscles. You're gonna have a sleek physique. You're gonna look like, maybe you got a little bit gray in your beard. Maybe you got a little bit gray in your hair. Maybe, it's just a little bit. You gain that wisdom. But yeah, you're gonna come out stronger and wiser. The improved version of who you already were. Brother, something about brother. This card likes to come out, but there could have been someone that wanted you to stay in this energy of loss, this mindset. Maybe they were projecting thoughts onto you that you don't normally think. You don't usually get down and out. You usually get up every day and you make your bed and you do what you got to do, and you keep a little routine up. But maybe in the midst of the storm that you're coming out of, you kind of been like, man, where are these thoughts coming from? I don't be thinking this way. I keep myself together. I got purpose to live for. It could be been projected by some kind of brother energy, whether it been your brother, a half brother, a step brother, a brother-in-law, someone like a brother, brother from another mother. I don't know. But yes, what other messages do you have to confirm this reading? Any other messages? You survived. Now it's time to thrive. You survived. Now it's time to thrive. It's time to live. It's time to celebrate. It's time to come out of that hermit mode. Find time for what you love. Find the time. Make time for it. If you always say, oh, I can't go to the gym and work out because I don't have time, I got to do this, that, and the other. Well, no, you got to make time. You got to decide, okay, how important is it to me to be healthy and strong and make sure that my health is good when I'm older? Well, maybe you need to start getting up at 5 in the morning. And if you're already getting up at 5 and you still ain't got time, maybe you need to stay up and go after work, or maybe you can get up a little bit earlier. But you have to make time. How important is it to you? That's the question. Spirit, what other messages do you have to confirm this reading? I've got mother. Could have been a mother energy that wanted you to sabotage and didn't want you to learn and just wanted you to focus on the negative. Maybe there was a mother that always wanted to speak of you in a way to others that really wasn't who you were. Yeah, set goals and make a plan. That's how you're going to achieve finding time for what you love. Set goals, make a plan. But yeah, some kind of mother energy. She wanted you to live on impulse and be this image she portrayed you to be. And if it wasn't your mother, maybe it was a stepmother, maybe it was, you know, someone that's been like a mother, or I don't know, could have been a grandmother. You know your story better than I do, so flip or reverse the roles as needed. What other messages do you have to confirm this reading? Spirit, tap into your higher self. Tap into your higher self, especially when it comes to gaining the knowledge and the wisdom that you're going to need to lead. Everything happens for a reason. Trust the divine plan. It didn't happen for nothing. There's a reason. So find the lesson. Something's coming in for you quickly. It's that mindset that could have been keeping you stuck. And I feel like that's what lies ahead, is you changing your thought process. Maybe what you needed to release this whole time was your thought process and the way you think. Maybe listening to subliminals or different things. Like, there are some things you can look up on YouTube that you can fall asleep to, and they're just affirmations that are just building your subconscious up, changing your thoughts, changing your life. So believe in that you deserve. You deserve to be blessed. You deserve for this big opportunity that lies ahead to be yours. Spirit, what other messages do you have to confirm this reading? What other messages do you have to confirm this reading? Oh, okay. So if you've been worried about a new car, looks like you might be getting a new car. Maybe something happened to the last one, or maybe the one you have is on its last leg, or maybe you just really want a new car. But yeah, if that's been something, it looks like it's coming in. It's part of your new beginning. So if you've been worried, let that worry go. If you have an appointment like 2-3 months down the road and you're like, I don't know how I'm gonna get to that appointment, you're gonna get to that appointment. There ain't no need to stress. There ain't no need to worry, because worry is a thief of joy. It's taking away joy from today, worrying about tomorrow, because 222, you got blessings coming through. Okay? You've got blessings coming through. It's coming in quickly. But yeah, this has been a spiritual awakening. If you've been seeing 1010, it's a sign to trust your intuition and know that your spiritual team, the ancestors, your spirit guides, the angels, they've got you. They've had you this entire time. You just gotta tap in. You just gotta trust. You just gotta believe. And those seem like easy things, but sometimes it seems harder. You are love. You are love. It's time to tap into that feminine energy. Even if you're a man, I'm not saying you gotta go be feminine. I'm just saying, unless that's what you prefer, but we all have masculine and feminine energy within us. It's just balanced out differently. Your femininity is more like your creative side, your nurturing side, your spiritual side. And the masculine is more like your ego and your drive and your ambition. Like, you need both sides. But yeah, just know that you are loved. You are enough. And if you exist being this person who is so loving and so kind, then someone else just like you exists as well. So if you've been wondering, okay, where are they at? Don't worry, because I feel like you're getting ready to attract them in. But there's been some lesson you needed to learn. Some lesson they may have needed to learn. You don't want them before they're ready, and vice versa. So, Spirit, what other messages do you have to tie this message together? 888, let go of toxicity to be ready to receive new opportunities. I feel like the toxicity could be toxic thoughts, your thought pattern, whatever it is. It could be other things. You know your life better than I do. But for that new opportunity and that abundance to come in, there's got to be a shift. There's got to be a change. Spirit, give me a few more messages to tie this reading together. I feel like you're going to be getting your spiritual inheritance. And that doesn't have to be money. It could be spiritual gifts. It could be, it could be money, but it could be spiritual gifts that get you to where you want to be. Heal so that you can love like you've never been hurt. Because we have a way of, when we've been hurt, and we're like, oh, I'm never going to do that again. People, break up. Oh, I'm never going to have a relationship again. I'm never going to trust again. We have to heal. Wipe the slate clean, and don't hold somebody else's actions over the new people's head because someone else hurt you. You've got to heal. You've got to let it out. So that you can be this loving person you truly are. And I feel like someone's been through some narcissistic abuse where it's felt like almost every relationship in your life has been with individuals that have the narcissistic traits, whether they be a narcissist or not. But you have to heal those pains, whether there was pain from your mother, either abandoning you or never supporting you or loving you the way you thought. Maybe it was a brother that betrayed you and left you out in the cold. You got to forgive them. You ain't got to forget. You ain't got to be like, hey, I forgive you, so we're good again. You ain't got to do that. No, that's not what I'm telling you. I'm telling you to forgive for your own well-being. Forgiveness is for you. It's not for the people that hurt you. It's so that you don't hold that animosity in your heart. They're going to learn that your kindness was not weakness. Because I feel like there were some people that you had to maybe go no contact with. Maybe you had to grieve the death of some really close people in your life while they're still living. And I know exactly how that feels. But yeah, you got to heal. You got to make a conscious effort to heal. I was going to end, but let me get a few more messages because Spirit, what lies ahead for the collective? What lies ahead for the collective? Refocus. Things will balance out. You just got to get refocused. You just got to sit down and write them goals out. Maybe write your daily schedule out. Maybe make a plan. I feel like the people that learned that your kindness was not weakness was your karmic ex or your karmic family. And healing looks like letting that go and refocusing. That's what lies ahead. I feel like you're going to gain focus. You're going to see the light and you're going to be motivated. You're going to have that ambition to push forward. I feel like you're going to be moving. Maybe you've moved away from these people. Maybe you're moving again. Maybe you're going to move initially. But yeah, what lies ahead for the collective? Maybe your thoughts have been negative because as a child you were spoken to negatively. Maybe every relationship that you poured into, you didn't get it back. But you're healing from that, and that's what lies ahead. You healing and you becoming so focused that you don't even look like the person you look like going into the storm that you're going to look like coming out. You're going to be glowing. You're going to be at peace. You're going to look like a brand new individual, better than ever. Spirit, give me a couple more cards on what the collective has to look forward to, what lies ahead for the collective. Libra energy. Don't focus so much on the signs, but the energy. I've got peacemaker, intellectual, manipulative, clever, balanced, and romantic. Manipulating doesn't have to be bad, even though it's used as a negative word mostly. But a salesperson is manipulative, and like it usually ends up being a win-win situation. So it just all depends on your perspective or how you look at it. But that's relevant for somebody, Libra energy. Maybe you're going to gain that balance. You're going to be at peace. You're going to probably help others be at peace. Okay, what a fail. 1144, balance the material and spiritual pursuits in your life. It's all about balance. You can't just be all spiritual and no material. You can't be all material and no spiritual. You got to have a good, healthy balance. I feel like all of that is getting ready to balance out for you. The energy you put out is what you get back. Maybe it's time to focus on the justice that you deserve for what you've gone through and not worried about whether or not Susie or Bobby from back in the day are going to get the karma for what they did to you, you know? Focus on what you deserve. Your spirit guides are cheering you on. You've got this. Your spirit guides are cheering you on. You've got this. So if there was ever any kind of doubt in your mind, there could be a grandmother energy watching over you, rooting you on. Could be a grandfather, it could be your mother or your father. It's some maternal or paternal figure is cheering you on. They're right there with you. You've got this. All right. That's the message that I have for you. I hope that it has helped somebody. Sending you so much love and healing light. Until next time.